Hi guys, it's Rosie and welcome to Rosie Reacts. So today what I'm going to be doing is another lyric analysis to one of the songs from D2. This one is going to be for Strange. In case you're just coming in, you didn't watch my analysis for Moonlight and What Do You Think? Go ahead and do that. No, but seriously, do want to let y'all know, if you don't know already, that I have listened to the album already. I did my first listen reaction, and I was skimming through the lyrics while I listened, and I gave my initial thoughts, but I haven't done like a deep dive of the lyrics, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. So there's going to be a lot of pausing. A lot of pausing. So fair warning, if that's not your thing, then you should probably leave now. But for those that want to do that, let's go ahead. I love this song, so let's go. It's gonna be hard to not listen all the way through. Okay, let's go. I love this piano. This piano just sets the mood so good for this song. All right. Oh shit. Oh, dream is collateral. Oh my god. Yes. Okay, sorry. This is a big system that is this world. They dispatch conflict, war, or survival into it. Oh god, right off the bat, it's such a good damn song. Okay. Yeah, so basically, you know, it is like you said, a big system, and like even though we have freedom of like choices and stuff like that, a lot of what we do in life is decided by the system. You know, like there's only so much you can actually choose, because there's only so many choices that you really have and options that you have, depending on where within the system like it's been dictated that you fall. And then it's like they dispatch conflict, war, or survival into it, and it's true, like we're just game pieces, and a lot of the things that happen in this world is because of, you know, like the system that run, you know, like the government and stuff like that. And even the government is part of the system, and it's complicated. It's very philosophical, and I'm not philosophical enough to really give a big old analysis on that. But yeah, I understand what he's trying to say there. And it's like everything in lust, everything in dust and stuff, you know, like let's get to the next part, this next line real quick. The life you cannot turn down. Capitalism holds dream as collateral and pump in morphine named hope. Oh, this line is so good. Okay. Okay, so like this reminds me of, like, you know, especially in the US. I know it's really crazy in the US compared to a lot of other countries, so I'm not sure how it is in other countries. I know some places like are a lot less expensive than here. But people who, for example, go to college and stuff like that are spending like $50,000 a year, going into debt, like $50,000 a year in order to get a degree so that they can pursue the type of career they want. You know, like capitalism holds dream as a collateral. Like you take out loans for school, or people take out loans to open up like a business, or loans to do this and that, because they're trying to attain that dream the life you cannot turn down, right? And they are hopeful, like the American dream. And I know they're Korean, so they might not exactly be mentioning that, but like probably like the equivalent of that around the world, just that promise that you can become anything that you want to be and all that stuff. Which, man, I sound so cynical saying it in that tone of voice. But, for the majority of people, it doesn't always work out that way. And there's really just a small fraction of people who ever achieve the dream that they were trying to achieve. And a lot of it has to do with where you start in life, it just really does. The people who start on the bottom and get to the top, they're not proving the point of the American dream. They're succeeding in spite of the system. They're not succeeding because the system was made so that you can do that. But yeah, the morphine cold, oh my god, so good. Okay, let's go. 자본은 국물 담보로 희망이라는 모노펜을 랩 부는 불을 창고라고 탐을 시험해 부자는 가난조차 탐에 탐욕스럽. Oh, sorry. Wealth creates wealth and puts greed in trial. The rich covets even the poor greedily. So yeah, like what I said, a lot of what you can attain in life has to do with what you were born with and what you already have. It's so much easier to become rich and powerful, or like maintain that level of rich and powerful when that's what you were born into, or at least when you might not have been rich, but you were, you're on the higher level of middle class. It helps, it does. And then there's people who just have so much greed, that they hoard everything to themselves. And man, I might be reading more into this than, I should, just because, I don't know. I have debates like this all the time with my family and I can't help myself. But yeah, it's like billionaires, for example, like what, like who's gonna spend all that money? Like, are you really gonna spend all that money? Like, you make tens of billions of dollars. Why do you need that much when you could really be giving that to the people who made you rich, like your workers? Give them a couple extra bucks an hour, and so that way they can have a decent standard of living as well. It's not going to make you that much poorer to do that. So like, that's what I'm taking from the rich covets even the poor greedily. Like, you're taking from your workers so that way you can like make yourself even richer than you already are. And I don't know if they're going for that, but I'm gonna stand by my interpretation because I like it. 부는 불을 창고라고 탐을 시험해 부자는 가난조차 탐에 탐욕스럽게 세상은 흙과 백두만 존재의 끝이 없는 제로성 게임 속 끝은 뭘 말해 양극화 세상에서 Wait, what's this? Polarization, something I can't pronounce. Flower, the ugliest flower in the world. Oh, okay. So is this the word for polarization? And part of the word sounds like flower. Okay, so polarization, the ugliest flower in the world. Wordplay. Okay, get it. Ha ha ha. Okay. And it's true, part of the system is like having the rich and the poor, or whatever you want to like, however you want to sectionalize the system. Some people might do it as rich and poor. Some people might do it as like minorities, and not minorities.
yeah, some might do it as people who were able to get an education, people who weren't able to get an education. You know, there's a lot of different ways that you can take it. But and it's true. Like I think part of it is that it is really human nature, I think, to try to categorize. People like to feel like they belong to something, I feel like. So a lot of times they do put labels on things. So they're like, oh, this is like us and that's them. I'm not saying that that's a good thing, because I don't think it's a good thing. I think we're just all people. But yeah, it is a pretty, and what he said, an ugly flower. And then like here in the endless zero sum game, you know, like if I'm remembering if I'm remembering correctly, a zero sum game is a game in which it's they went over this in one of my classes. It's like a game where one person's win is like directly proportional to another person's loss. So like in order for them to have gained what they've gained, someone else has to have lost that amount as well. Kind of like if you watch Full Metal Alchemist, like equivalent exchange, only instead of yourself paying for the things that you do in order to make balance, someone else has to. Damn, this song is deep as hell. Okay. And it's making me like it even more, because I already love this song. It's probably one of the songs on the album that I listen to. Mixtape, album mixtape, same thing. I don't know. I'm not savvy enough to know the difference between what a mixtape and an album. Like, what's the distinction? But yeah, it's already one of the songs I listen to the most. But then again, I listen to all the damn songs. So it's hard to choose which ones do I listen to the most. This one, Set Me Free. Oh, Set Me Free is so good. People. And Burn It. Oh, Burn It. Okay, let's see. 끝이 없는 제로섬 게임 속 끝은 볼만해. 양극화 세상에서 가장 추한 곳. 시시는 거치 세계 탐식된 지 오래고. 가장 이득을 보는 건 누굴까? 가장 피해를 보는 것은 도대체 누굴까? 모든 세상에 병들지 않은 자 때려 돌연변이 취급해 생하지 않은가? 눈 감은 세상에서 눈 뜬 자 이제 눈을 멀게 하는 이상. Why are the lyrics to this song so good? Oh my god. The lyrics in this song are so damn good. Okay, let's go back a bit. Do you want to do that again? Okay. I think there was... Nope, okay, let's go. The truth has long been encroached by lies. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It's hard to tell lies from the truth these days. We never know exactly... Yeah. There's just a lot of misinformation out there. And then also, you know, we're not given all the information. So without all the information, how are you able to really distinguish what's true? Because there's so many different perspectives as well. And the kind of like, okay, because I think they do repeat it again. But before they repeat it again, like, you know, like the whole like everything in lust, you know, that goes with like the greed and stuff, you know, like, because lust and greed are kind of like two sides of the same coin. They go hand in hand. But then there's also like the everything in dust, and I think that has to do with like not having things be clear, you know, because like like, you know, like a dust storm. Like when you're in a dust storm, you can't see anything. There's everything is obscured. So it's not exactly easy to make out like what's what's really happening. Like what's the big picture here? It's hard. Everything is kind of, you know, it's hard to make things out and to get a sense of what's really going on. Then we go here. Who will benefit the most? Who will lose the most? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm probably way reading into this too much. But like when I get from here, like who will benefit the most, who will lose the most, I think like the obvious answer would be like those that are like on the bottom rung, right? Like those who already have hardly anything, but also in a sense, those who are at the top, like sometimes it could feel like they might be losing something as well, like a little bit of. This is gonna sound weird if I say humanity, because not like obviously not every person at the top is like bad. Duh, that's like black and white is not. It's not as clear cut as all that. There's definitely good people, but those who are, you know, taking advantage and like using the system to their gains and stuff like that, like are they really in touch with their humanity and like their sense of generosity, their sense of like wanting to feel a sense of community? I feel like that in itself is a bit of a loss, but not enough for me to really feel a lot of like too much pity playing around. But yeah, that's kind of like how I'm reading those lines. Wait, where was I? And then this, the unsick in the sick world is rather treated as a freak. Isn't that strange? Oh my god. The one with eyes open in the world of closed eyes now is blinded. Isn't that strange? That's like so freaking powerful and true. You know, like, because when you have like ideas that go against the norm, even if those ideas are right, a lot of times like you can get a lot of criticism and a lot of hate and even a lot of serious consequences due to that. Like take like hundreds of years ago, like Galileo, like he put out, you know, scientific facts and he got like locked up. Even though now we know that he was 100% correct. He was just spitting scientific facts and they were like, no, hell no, you's going to jail. So it's true. It's so true. Okay. Oh my god, how many times have I paused this? It's 1 minute and 12 seconds in. I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm talking even more than I usually do. Ha ha ha. Wait. They say to have a dream even when nobody has a dream. Nobody. I'm like having an aneurysm because of how good this song is. Okay. Yeah, they say to have a dream even when nobody has a dream. Nobody. Yeah. So it kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier with you know, you being at the mercy almost of where you've been born into the system. um because, and like, you know, people taking out loans in order to like try to pursue that dream. And hell, there's even people who like can't really take out loans because no one will loan out to them because they just don't have the like anything to put down. So hmm. And like I said, like most people don't ever get to succeed and get to that dream. So everybody's saying like, you know, reach for the stars, go for your dreams. But how many of those people are actually going to be able to do that? How many people are in the position where they can do that? Mm, mm. I wonder what they like, how, like, where they were coming from. Because it was Agust and RM that wrote the song together, right? I think. Like, we haven't gone to Armin's part, but I wonder if what I'm saying is what they were thinking of when they wrote this, or if I'm just like definitely putting in my own like 2 cents when it comes to my political views. But you know, we all do that when we interpret songs, so I'm not too bothered by it.
How do you know? I mean, for God's sake, everything's under control.
See, yeah, see, and that, see, those lines, because they're in English and I've listened to the song so much, they've also, you know, helped to shape my view of what the song is about. You know, like, oh, you think you got taste, so baby, how do you know? I mean, for God's sakes, everything's under control. Like I said earlier, with the whole like, how many choices do we really have? Like, we're so limited. Like, we're so limited. And not only that, but we're like the media and everything, like, just cram so much crap down our throats that it's like, isn't it more like you're being told what to like? You're being told like what's good for you and stuff like that, and like that really shapes that really shapes your choices. Your choices. Oh my god. I'm only halfway through this song. Okay. Lyrically speaking, this is just freaking awesome.
For God's sake, everything's under control. See, look at it
right there. See, right there, right. Everything. See, the taste that capitalism controls by giving a few choices in a multiple choice question. See, it's like, yeah, your choices are unlimited. It's not like. I'm sorry, guys, for like the number of pauses. Like I said, I did give you guys fair warning earlier. I did. I started it off with that warning.
자본이 통제하는 취약 People talk 내 피드가 설명해주지나 돈 얼마 조건 다이 시스템의 slave 자랑하기 바쁜
I gotta go back because and the people talk, my feed explains me. See, I don't know enough about social media, but I know that this is a social media reference, right? Like, is it like, is your feed like the things that you get, like the people you I don't know enough about social media. I think it's like all the people that you follow and you get like notifications from, kind of, right? I think that's what a feed is. So it's saying like, basically your life's kind of dictated by like what these influencers, right? That's what people are called, right? Influencers are doing, like, you just want to stay with the trend. I think that's basically what that line is saying. No matter how much money you have in hand, everyone is a slave to the system. Yep. So basically saying, like, even if, you know, like, no matter where you are in the system, it's not just like a story of like rich and poor. It's everyone has like limitations because of where they fall. Like, they were born into the system the same as everyone else. So, I mean, like, for example, you know, I'm sure rich people have pressures as well from like their families, or like, you know, like the pressure to try to maintain their status and stuff like that, kind of, to maintain their reputations and all that stuff. So yeah, I can see that. I can see that it's not so simple as they're saying. You know, it's not black and white. The dog collar and dog house, they are busy showing off to each other. Yeah, see, the dog collar and dog house. Dog collar and dog house. They are busy showing off to each other. So is that referencing what I just basically said? Like the need to maintain your status and need to maintain your reputation. Like showing off the things that you have to your fellow people. You know what I mean? Like you're still trying to keep on the trend, I guess. Yep, who's trying to Oh, what's that? The one with eyes open in the world of closed eyes. The fact that that person alone has opened their eyes is far stranger to me. Oh, I love this song so much. Okay. Okay. So yeah, like, you know, it is hard to go against that grain again. And when you're surrounded by everyone basically thinking the same in terms of trends and all that stuff, like, how is it that you actually get the mindset to break away from that and try to see the world from a different perspective? You know, that is it is strange. Like, who are these people who like make that decision, you know, to like not just go with the flow and to like try to look at the world through a different lens? But you know, without those people, this would be a very, very different world. It really would, because those are the kind of people that like make revolutionary change. This song is a freaking masterpiece. It's so good. It's a lyrical masterpiece. I mean, it sounds great too, so that helps. But lyrically speaking, the song is a freaking masterpiece. It's definitely like a song right up my alley, because I do really enjoy like political songs. And this was like political, it was philosophical, it was just so damn good. Well, if you stuck with me this long, thank you so much. I don't know how you got through it, because I think I would have even annoyed myself with the amount of pauses that I did. It was quite a bit. But, you know, I did say again, I did listen to the song already. I've listened to the song many, many times. So, you know, it's not really for my first listen, it's just for, you know, analysis. So let's go ahead and just acknowledge how good this song is. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.